I'm here with some members of the Brockton Rox here. We're recording just before Father's Day. Wanted to get some guys who have some pretty cool fathers, I think, in the room, including myself, you know. We got Jaden Sheffield, Pedro Martinez Jr, Manny Ramirez Jr, Kade, Foulke, D'Angelo Ortiz. Guys, thanks again for taking the time. I'm going to pass this mic down and just going to ask you some questions. We'll start with you. D'Angelo, what are your guys' thoughts on the league and the Rox so far?
Well, as far as for me, I love playing baseball every day. So, I mean, the facility's very nice, and, you know, like, luckily I'm on a team with all my boys, but just baseball, playing baseball every day itself is good enough.
You know, it's just a good time being here with everybody and just being able to learn new things and be around older guys that have college experience.
This league is amazing. It's a blessing to play down here in Boston, especially about what our dads did here in this town. And this league is amazing. Been seeing great competition, and that's pretty much it.
No, yeah, it's a really great experience to be here. Like Manny said, it's a blessing. It's just fun to be here with these guys and, you know, the other guys here. We got a good group, and the league's very fun, you know, good fan bases, and very entertaining, and it's just a great time to play baseball.
For me, to kind of reiterate what Pedro said, the league has just been great. Like, we play every day, can't beat that. I get to play with some of my boys. The rest of our team, too, has been just great. Like, everybody seems to, I mean, just gravitate towards each other, so it's a really good clubhouse environment. And, I mean, just the league in general, like, it's a very competitive league. Fan support's great. And, I mean, everybody's been great from, like, the staff up.
Pedro, I'll go to you. Obviously, these guys are new to the league, but you had some experience playing last year. What advice have you given them about, you know, their first couple months and your after playing last year?
Just to have fun, enjoy the time here, because there's nothing like it, you know. It's going to be different when you go to, you know, your actual school, so enjoy this time and learn as much as you can. You know, the things you're going to do here are going to translate, you know, when you go to college, and just to enjoy the experience of, like, playing college competition, you know, where you can fail and not be worried about, you know, a coach harping on you or anything like that. So this is, like, the true place to really build your skills and enjoy the time. You know, a great league, traveling, you know, you get used to all those things. Once you get to college, it's a better, you know, fall in. You're not just going in there kind of naked.
Yeah. And this is for anybody, if anybody wants to answer. Things got pretty crazy Wednesday, June 8th, when you guys had some made-up rules there in Nashua. What was that like, playing that exhibition game with some all the kids in Nashua in the crowd, and pitchers hitting home runs and stuff like that?
Well, I gotta say that was watching Marshall hit that home run was probably the best experience I've had in the Futures League, and I got to pitch. Don't go look at that. I do not pitch, but it was so fun. You know, I think it was a great experience. The fans, the kids were amazing. What do you guys think? Yeah.
So Marshall actually is one of my teammates at Georgetown. So as soon as he hit that home run, like, that might have been the craziest thing I've ever seen. Just, I mean, I had it on video. I was able to go on my phone in the middle of a game and, like, have video of him hitting this home run. So, I mean, it was just like, I got to play first base, never touched a first baseman mitt. Got to play shortstop, never touched a shortstop's mitt.
Like 2 errors, too. I was pitching.
So, did you go live on Instagram, too?
I went live. I went live when Marshall hit that home run. I went live. You just had to see a whole bunch of Dominican people in the comments. Gringo, homer. It was going crazy. Everybody was going crazy. And I saved it on my Instagram, too.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the stat line for that day. I batted lefty and played positions I never played, so, I mean, that was crazy.
Home run derby champ right here.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, I'll ask about that right now. What's it like? You seem to be Mr. Home Run Derby now. What are your thoughts on that to end a tie game?
I just think the Futures League needs to give me a championship belt or something, because I don't think nobody hit a ball off the top of the scoreboard yet, and I'm just gonna have that here. Just have to say that out on live.
Talk about it.
Kade's shy.
What do you want me to say?
What's up? What's the next one?
All right, yeah, we'll go to the next question. So you guys have been around plenty of championships. What would it be like to win a championship in Brockton with all your boys?
I mean, I feel like winning a championship. I feel like winning a championship with any team is special, but when you play 70 games and you take so many like road trips and you really become closer with your boys. I mean, obviously I grew up with these kids, so I'm calling them kids. I'm younger than all of them, but I mean that'd feel like, it's supposed to happen because as you said, we've been around champions, but that comes with a certain mentality of just wanting to win and not really being okay with losing, and that's it.
Man, that's a hard question to answer.
So simple.
I think winning with this team would just be something that is amazing, and I don't know, I want it to happen. I think it will because we just have a really good team and a lot of special talent.
Basically the same thing what folks said. It would be amazing to win. It would kind of give us a little flashbacks, sort of like the 2004 team. So just basically just keep on going, working hard, and taking it at a day at a time.
I think there's really nothing left to be said about it, but it would be a movie. Like, that would be absurd. Winning, with this team, especially, with this group, it's just in a town like Brockton, so close to, Boston, it would be crazy. It would be something that I think people would really look at and be like, wow, how baseball comes around, Apple doesn't fall far.
The news would go crazy, probably.
Well, in general, for me, I mean, any game I play in, like, it could be tic-tac-toe, I want to win. So, I mean, I could speak for the rest of these guys when they say, like, every game, like, they're going to give 100%, and we're trying to go out to win. So winning a championship, I mean, like, you can't beat that, especially just the amount of games that we play and the amount of time we're going to be spending with each other. Like, it would be really special for this group of guys. Plus, being that my dad never played in Boston, I think it'd be kind of cool if I got a chip with some boys here, some Boston guys.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Especially just how I was received in Brockton, so I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, we'll keep it down there. Obviously, June 19th is Father's Day. You guys have got some pretty awesome dads, as I said off the top. We'll go one by one here. Jaden, your dad, Gary Sheffield, 9-time All-Star, 1997 World Series winner, 5-time Silver Slugger. What's your favorite memory of him, whether it's baseball or otherwise?
That's a tough question. I mean, I don't even know, like, what I would pick to be my favorite memory with my dad. I just know that in every part of my baseball career and, like, every aspect of my life, he's been there for me and just supported me in literally anything I've ever tried to do or wanted to do. So when I decided I wanted to be a baseball player, he was right there with me, and I mean, I have multiple moments where I just cherish, like, the time we spent in the cages, like, the times he spent showing me, like, fundamentals, different things, even though, like, sometimes we might have butt heads a little bit, but ultimately, like, I'll always cherish that time that we spent.
Absolutely, yeah. Pedro, same question to you. Obviously your dad, Hall of Famer, 3-time Cy Young winner, and, of course, 2004 World Series champion. What are your fondest memories of your time with your dad?
Well, I just view my dad as dad. So all those accolades are amazing, but at the end of the day, I think what makes him such a great thing in my life is how great of a dad he is and the man that, he's helped me become. My favorite memories, I have a lot, but, just the times, and he knows that we'll just go to dinner or something, or we'll just sit outside. In Dominican, he has this little tree he likes to sit under. And we'll just sit under there getting lit up by mosquitoes and listening to, some bachata. But those are my favorite times with him where we can just really connect and be somewhere that's not superficial or, around other people, just him and I together under his favorite tree.
The Manny Jr., your dad, obviously World Series MVP in that 2004 championship. Same question to you.
Same thing how Pedro said. I see a lot of people view our dads as the player they were, but same way I just see him as my dad. Really don't care about of course we care about what he did, but not really, like, we don't view it like that, I would say. But my favorite memories have to be just me, him hitting all the time. we always go to the movies. For some reason, he always falls asleep in the movies. So just going over there, spending some time with him, I always ask him, hey, let's go watch a movie. And he always tells me, hey, Manny, let's go watch a movie. But at the end of the day, I know he's going to end up taking a nap in the movie. But it's just a great time having him around, just knowing, learning everything that he knows about hitting, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Kade, same thing to you. Your dad, the closer of the 2004 World Series championships team, but what about him as a dad? What are your favorite memories of him?
You know, I'm going to have to agree a lot with Pedro and Manny about how I view him differently than a lot of people. You know, he's my dad. You know, I don't see him as the guy that won the World Series or played in the big leagues. I just know him as my dad, and you know, it's a cool experience to be with him and learn what he has to learn. And you know, my favorite memories with him are playing catch and just talking about baseball. And you know, especially a lot of his stories, especially about these guys' dads too. It's quite funny to hear, and you know, that's just the best time is just being with him and being able to just talk about baseball.
D'Angelo, last but not least, your dad, very recent he will be an inductee in the Hall of Fame, July 24th. First of all, talk about that for a second, and then same question to you. What outside of baseball, what's he like as a dad?
In terms of a Hall of Fame, I think well deserved. I think that as grateful as we are as a family, just the way he went about his work, I think it was expected from us. I mean, I'm sure, like, you can ask Pedro, you can ask, whoever, if your father is in the talks for Hall of Fame, you probably, and you grew up, watching his process, his routine, you probably, have been, thinking about that and waiting for that moment for a few years. But in terms of the father thing, I mean, I think that I've just been through so much with my father that makes baseball seem like just a joke, like a game. Like, because that's really, all it is, because it really depends how you look at life. He's given me a lot in my life that I don't need to look at baseball as like my only way out. But at the same time, that's just how I view it, because he's done a really good job of showing me, when you put work in and even through failure, you keep working, good things will come out of it. But like I said before, like, none of it's about baseball. That man, he's taught me a lot, and he's just been a good role model, and I'm very appreciative of that.
That's awesome. Guys, those are some great answers. D'Angelo, Kade, Manny, Pedro, Jaden. Guys, thank you so much again for joining me. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, including mine. Love you, Dad. All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much.